Marketers have this wrong, and I've been trying to figure out how to talk about it, so here it is. Everyone is operating under this delusion that's holding them back from the business growth that they actually want. In this video, I'm going to explain what this is and help everybody to understand what this concept means and how frustratingly hard it is to capture for different people across different sectors of the marketing industry. My name is Gabe Fletcher. I'm the founder of EditMyPodcast.Agency. I help marketers, agency operators, and busy B2B consultants create podcasts and boost their credibility and authority, offering a completely done-for-you service all the way from ideation to distribution. So thanks for tuning in today. Let's get this bag. You've all heard people talk about value in marketing. Let's start with the definition of value. Value is defined by the monetary worth of something. That's just how I think of it. It's also defined by fair return of equivalent in goods, services, or money for something exchanged. Most people think about value as a mechanic of time and money. Money is what you give to the provider of value. But money isn't the only thing that's used. Money is just what we tie to it as a capitalistic society. Money is just a concept. Replace the word money with time or energy, and it gets even more loosely defined. You get the idea here. Value, in essence, is extremely complex. It's hard to see, it's always changing, and it is frustratingly subjective. Because what resonates deeply with one client may barely even move the needle or register for another. The subjective nature of value is what we're here to get into today. This is what I've discovered recently when I look at how marketers and agency operators speak and market themselves. Everything we believe about communicating value may be fundamentally flawed. And that's because I believe that true business growth lies in what we build rather than what we say. Now, I'm going to use Alex Hormozi as an example. His journey from struggling gym owner to becoming a $100 million plus acquisition business really does a great job of explaining this. It wasn't always smooth sailing for Alex. In his video, How I Went From Broke to 100 Million, Alex shares how he started with $5,000 and within 6 months, he was sleeping on the floor in his gym, drowning in debt. He faced skepticism, resistance, and plenty of setbacks. For months, he worked around the clock, trying to keep his business afloat and bring in new clients. There were days when Alex said that he wondered if he had made a huge mistake, but he kept pushing, he kept innovating, and he kept believing in his vision. It took time, persistence, and a whole lot of hustle. If you know Alex and his content, you know hustle is one of the things that he has plenty of. But slowly, things started to turn around. Alex developed a unique approach to gym marketing and gym management, which he later solidified in his Gym Growth Secrets course. The struggle from near bankruptcy to success is where Alex really learned the importance of the 3 pillars today that we're going to discuss. Now, before you start furiously typing in the comments, Gabe, you can't talk about Alex. He's done more than you. Rah! Listen, I love Alex. He's one of my favorite creators. And in general, the concepts and things that he's spoken about has changed my life for the better and in very, very positive ways. I only disagree fundamentally with a few things that he speaks on, specifically about working 7 days a week, because I'm just not built for that. Alex is somebody I look up to and I value his teachings. There are 3 fundamental things, 3 pillars that make up everything related to value. However, it seems that all 3 of those things, everyone either doesn't know or is simply forgotten. And that's why you're here, to understand the fundamentally important piece that everyone seems to be missing when showing their value. It's only 3 words. Do you know what they are? I'll pause for a moment, so I'll let you get down in the comments. Know, like, and trust. These 3 pillars form the foundation in which the realization and acceptance of our value is built. Without these pillars firmly in place, the true worth of our offerings and service may never fully be materialized in our prospect's mind. Know, Like, and Trust is a framework and concept developed by Bob Burg and first mentioned in his book, Endless Referrals. The concept is born via this line from that book. All things being equal, people will do business with and refer business to those people that they know, like, and trust. The concept revolves around establishing a deep connection with your audience through those three essential stages: how likable you are, how familiar they are with you, and how trustworthy you are. In marketing, this is the discoverability part of the funnel, or top of funnel, where people are discovering who you are. Probably like many of you are just now discovering me. It's a little more than just who, as much as it is who and what for. So we ask ourselves, what problem do we solve better than anybody else? If we can't answer that question with the utmost ferocious confidence, we're already starting off on the back foot. Now, Alex nailed this in his book, $100 Million Offers, and his YouTube content to follow. He established himself as the go-to expert for creating irresistible offers and scaling businesses. His value equation concept became the one thing that changed the game for many entrepreneurs, myself included. So if people don't know you for something, then you likely aren't going to stand out as a solution provider for them. Now let's move on to like. Like is the transactional nature of business, creating a genuine connection. We need to show our human side and demonstrate that we truly understand and that we care about clients' challenges. Now, in today's business world, where everyone has some kind of solution, product, or service that they offer that seem interchangeable with one another, it's extremely difficult to differentiate ourselves from other marketers on the front end of discovery. Alex and the authenticity he brings shines through in everything that he does. In his content, he's not afraid to share his failures and vulnerabilities. He often talks about his early struggles and how he overcame them, making him relatable and likable to his audience. Likability is our secret weapon, and you can equate this to middle funnel types of messaging. Now, this is the big one. This is trust. Trust is where real connection happens. In our sector, trust is the oxygen, creating the ties that bond. Now, trust is only built a few ways, and there's three of them. Trust is built through consistency, transparency, and delivering on our promises. Trust is communicated and understood by showing up consistently and reliably. When prospects trust us, they actively seek out our value. And I believe that we as marketers struggle with this more frequently than anything else. Now, Alex built his trust through consistently delivering results, and not just for himself, but for his clients. His track record of turning around failing gyms and later helping other businesses scale built immense trust in his methods and advice. And this is the part that I have found marketers, and by proxy, a lot of business owners just don't understand. These three pillars are deeply interconnected. Each one of them reinforces the other. In the most basic of concepts, this is how I can best explain it to you. The more people know about us, the more opportunities they have to like us, and the more that they like us, the more open they are to trusting us. And the more they trust us, the more they become interested in knowing more about what we offer. This is how Alex Hormozi built his empire. The more people knew about him through content, the more they liked his no-nonsense style. The more they like him, the more they trusted his advice, and the more they trusted him, the more they want to know about his offerings. Now, here's the frustrating part. Without all three pillars in place, the full realization and acceptance of our value may never truly have a chance to materialize in our prospects' minds. Being known means little if we're not also liked and trusted. Being liked is insufficient if we're not known for anything specific or trusted to deliver. Now, in my opinion, that demands that we radically rethink our approach to value communication. We need to strategically build these three pillars, creating a solid foundation upon which our value can be stood upon and recognized. Where do we go from here? And I think it starts with being brutally honest. What unique value do we truly bring to the table? And how are we communicating that value across all touch points? Are we focusing on building the three pillars, or are we neglecting one in favor of others? Alex and his approach to this changed everything. In his content, he usually emphasizes the importance of creating an offer so good that people feel stupid saying no. This, in my mind, changed everything about how marketers in business put their offers together, because we need to put ourselves in our prospects' shoes. What do they really know about us? How do we make them feel? What have we done to earn their trust? Remember, because value is in the eye of the beholder, and our job is to make that value crystal clear and undeniable. Building know, like, and trust is an ongoing process. It never stops because the goalpost is always moving for what each of those things are defined as. So it demands consistency, patience, and persistence. You're going to have to show up, deliver value, and reinforce your worth time and time again. That process is never going to change. Alex's content creation, from his YouTube videos, his books, his courses, although for the rest of us, maybe not 7 days a week, demonstrates what this looks like. Once we've established these three pillars, once our prospects truly know, like, and trust us, our value becomes significantly amplified. And we move from just being another marketing service or another product provider to becoming the trusted partner for your prospect. Your offer evolves from just another product or thing to the indispensable solution that they need. So now we're standing at the most difficult part of this journey. That's the birthplace of real business growth. This is where you become the obvious choice and begin building lasting, valuable relationships. So here's the challenge. Let's pull apart our offer stack or our value proposition. And let's discuss, are we building all three pillars of value? Are we giving prospects knowledge? Are we giving them connection and confidence that they need to fully realize and accept our value? Because remember, the realization of your value as a business and solution provider happens only at the intersection of know, like, and trust. And if you've ever been to a three-way intersection, meaning you have the road that you're on, and then you've got two more splits in front of you, you know that you have to be looking in all three directions at the same time. You can't look at one and not look at the other two. And when we have a really solid grasp and we master these three pillars or elements, I believe our true worth becomes impossible to ignore. Alex said this in one of his videos, and it's the market pays for value, not for time. And our job is to align with what the market truly wants. So you as a marketer have a chance to change everything. The question is, are we as marketers ready to lead that change and redefine how we approach value? Are we willing to accept that we may actually be doing a horrible job at establishing these pillars? Hopefully you found this video helpful today. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And if you'd like me to discuss other content or topics, please jump down into the comments and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Make sure you sign up for the genuinely helpful marketing newsletter at the link in the description. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.